Hey guys, it's Hayden here making another video. Today I want to talk about near-death experiences. Let's get into it. So, not everybody is interested in what happens to us when we die, but I think a lot of people are, and I happen to be one of those people. I was kind of interested early on, as some of you guys may know. I got interested in spirituality when I was in high school. Um, I'm now 26, so it's been about 14, 12 years now, I guess. But near-death experiences was something that I came across. I think kind of haphazardly. I just kind of looked for it on the internet myself, and I came across a lot of different experiences. I found one documentary in particular that was pretty good. I'll put the link to that description in below, so you can check out that documentary. It starts off kind of slow, but it's really good. It's got a lot of good information, and it's pretty inspirational. It's about an hour and a half. So I just wanted to talk about near-death experiences and sort of the possibility of what may happen when we die, because that's something that we all know on a intellectual level, that we're gonna die at some point. But what does that actually mean, and what consequences does that have on does knowing that, what consequences does knowing that have on our lives, and what about afterwards? What happens with us too? So, in a lot of near-death experiences, they talk about leaving their bodies, obviously. And they talk about coming in contact with very high spiritual beings and stuff like that, and that they are spiritual beings, and that we're all connected, and that all of our choices and decisions and actions in this world had an impact on every single thing in existence and stuff. It's pretty powerful stuff what they talk about, pretty revolutionary things that they talk about, but it's things that spiritual traditions talk about too. It's not like it's novel information, which is good to know. They also say that there is no religion on the other side. It's just connection. It's unconditional love. It's unity with everything. And they talk a lot about the sort of review process of our life and the forgiveness that's involved with that. Knowing that there's just unconditional love and support for us at all times during that process, but also while we're here too. We just don't necessarily realize it, and that everything is love, is created out of love, which is pretty powerful, and that rocks are alive, that all livings are alive and going through their process of growth and discovery and experience. But these are things that, again, that spiritual traditions have mentioned before. Shamanism is aware that all things are alive. They practice animism, which means everything has a spirit. And so it's very reassuring to sort of listen to the near-death experiences, because it helps us to understand that we're not alone in this world, and we're not there's no wrong decisions necessarily. There's consequences to our actions. How we behave in the world has an impact on the world, has an impact on us, has an impact on others, and it's important to be conscious of how we're putting ourselves out there, and being ourselves, our genuine selves. That's important to be doing, and it's all learning. It's all a growth process. It's all they mention, some of them mention that this is like a playground where we can sort of experiment and play with things and figure out who we are, and learn and grow and have experiences that that nourish our soul and help us to understand what it is to be a soul in this universe. And it's also kind of sad. I felt kind of sad watching these near-death experiences, because it made me realize my mortality, and it made me realize that my life is short, and that, you know, all the things that I have here in this life, they're going to be gone someday. And that's kind of sad for me. It's like a place that I call home now, you know, like all I have known in this life is being here in this body and having these experiences and knowing the people that I do, my parents, you know, my family, my friends, you know, my girlfriend right now. Um, and, you know, those are things that I really enjoy and that I want to keep in my life. But I know that it's all eventually going to fade into nothingness. Well, not nothingness, but it's all going to disappear someday, you know, and I'm going to return back to wherever I came from. And it's comforting because we're always supported. But we're encouraged to be our best selves in this life. We're encouraged to expand and to glow and to shine and to share the love. There's a big message of being a loving person, to being courageous and being strong. So a lot of the messages that come back from these experiences where they experience these like amazing states of consciousness and amazing states of unity and love is all about just going out there and living your life and doing the best you can and being strong and sometimes being weak and just living it, you know, and knowing that it's all okay, you know, it's all okay, and we're in it together and we're building something beautiful as a team, because we are one team, we're all one, which is pretty incredible. I would definitely recommend watching the documentary that I posted below, because it's such a powerful message that they have, and they all have very similar themes with their experiences. They all talk about very similar processes and very similar sort of structures. It's just very beautiful to see all the wisdom and understanding that these people have. But they also mention in the documentary that it's also a very difficult experience to go through, because when you come back to this world, you don't want to be here anymore necessarily. There's a lot of people that go through near-death experiences. You know, obviously they've been through some kind of crisis or some kind of physical trauma that has led them to a near-death experience. There's other ways to experience, you know, these kinds of states through meditation and plant medicine and stuff like that, but I'm just talking about near death for this video. But yeah, when they come back, they don't want to be here anymore because they know what it's like on the other side. They know how beautiful it is and how loving it is, but they know that they have a job to do here. They know they have work to do, and a lot of them are told that, you know, suicide's not the answer. Like, you have to, this is part of your growth process, you know. By committing suicide, you're taking away your opportunity for growth and for expansion for yourself, you know. So we're all beautiful souls. We're all one. We're united with the earth, with the rest of the universe. One of the guys said that it goes beyond just this planet, just beyond you and me. It's basically like there's other beings out there. There's other things out there. It's like way bigger than what we can possibly imagine. And we all come from one source. And it's just really beautiful to think about. So, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. The thing, I'll wrap it up with this. The thing I like about the near-death experiences is it doesn't abide to any specific religions or disciplines. It's just experience, which is also what I like about shamanism to some degree, because it's a very experiential based practice. It's not necessarily religion. It's a self exploration and a spiritual tool. But I like the near-death experiences because they're just experience, and people share their experiences and what they've learned, and it provides a lot of wisdom and insight, and it also connects a lot with some of the other religions out there that talk about love and truth and things like that, and you know, having a positive impact on the world and the ripples that we put out. So yeah, if you have a chance, check out the documentary. Just kind of wanted to talk about near-death experiences there for a little bit, so I might talk about psychedelics or something else in my next video. But that's all I have for now, guys. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more videos by me, check out my channel, Informal Inquiry. And as always, guys, make sure to seek your truth, take time for yourself, and I'll catch you in future videos. Bye for now.